My name's Amy Godfrey, and I did a presentation today which is a piece of theatre that was devised from some stories of people's experience of weight stigma that Angela Meadows, who coordinated the whole thing, has collected. And it was basically, I tried to pull together a lot of the research that we saw today and some people's personal stories and make it into one single monologue to try and bring those things together, really to try and give like a human context to some of the stories about stigma we hear, because it's a lot of the research is about like a wide population, and it's about numbers, and it's about statistics and percentages, and sometimes it's hard to get a feel of what that means to a real person, or what it's like to actually be someone who's experienced weight stigma. I thought it was a great conference. I really enjoyed it, and I was really impressed by how many different perspectives we had, because so often the weight question is just whether being fat is bad for you or whether it isn't bad for you, and if it is, how do we get people to lose weight? And it was really nice to have lots of different conversations about it, and to kind of pick apart a bit some of the assumptions that we make and what we mean by stigma and the effects of stigma, both in terms of how they were direct, like it actually has a physical effect when you physiologically, the effect of stigma, and then also the fact that if you're stigmatised you may not engage in healthy behaviours so much. So it was really good to get so many good people together and to talk about it and pick it apart a bit, and I was surprised, and I was like educated and also quite moved and quite surprised more than once, which I think is a sign of a good conference. And it was really interesting to present something, a new piece of work, and to sort of get a reaction back from that. I didn't really introduce it or explain myself afterwards, so I think it was a bit like lots of very serious presentations and then an angry Scottish lady, and then she went away. So I think maybe I should have explained a bit who I was. But I think it's important to talk about weight stigma, because I think the whole obesity crisis and the obesity conversation has become very staid, and we keep having conversations about weight and not really moving forward. And I think one of those reasons is because we tend to look at everything in this binary way that Lucy Affermore described, that you're obese or you're not obese, or you're in this category or in that category, and you're either wrong or you're right, and you've got to lose weight or you've got to engage in healthier activities. And I think it's been really good to broaden out the conversation and try and work out how we can come together where we agree in order that we can move forward. So I think that was something really positive for me that came out of it, that I really enjoyed and felt, inspired, and kind of came away from it feeling hopeful that there is a point where we can meet and make positive change about what we think about obesity, and how we can make a positive change to people's health irrespective of their size.